I just wanted to show off my dress. It's just one of my favorite dresses, and it didn't have a tag on it, so I have no idea who made it. But it's a nice little jersey knit maxi, and it's so comfortable in this heat. Anyway, hi everybody. I should probably do a test. I usually do a test. I don't know why. Today I don't need it. I don't know. Maybe I should call this a test and move my bra strap. There you go. I have a pet peeve about that for myself, not everybody else, but bra straps and round shoulders. Not always a good combo. Anyway, hello, welcome. I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm feeling, I'm not feeling bad. I went to the retirement home and did my little class today. And about 15 people, which is a lot for that place. The older people really like to sleep late. I didn't realize that. But it starts at 11 and there's still people in bed till lunchtime. Anyway, I do have a great time helping out wherever I can. But I took a Ritalin this morning, and first thing, because I was feeling a little and this is one of those days where I said, well, that would warrant a Ritalin today. I'm going to only try to take it maybe twice a week. I don't know why, but I don't want to push any side effects, I guess. So I wanted to give you some big news today, and that was I heard that they are one signature away in Delaware for becoming a state that offers MAID. So death with dignity, that's awesome. And Delaware is not that far from me. So if they could just pass the next step and allow non-residents in, to have it in Delaware and to have it just to the east of me in New Jersey, it's crazy. It's crazy that I have to drive, 5.5 to 8 hours to Vermont. I'm not going to fret about it today. I'm just going to put it in the ethers. I know things will work out the way they're supposed to work out. But it does look like I'm going to be here a while. I'm not getting any more significant side effects. And I have scans again in about a month. And so far they have not, imaging just doesn't do well for this cancer because of the shape of the tumors. And we're going by what the surgeons saw with the naked eye. But we can't just keep going in there. That's crazy. Plus, I'm just getting more scar tissue that way. So a lot of it will be maybe doing a more drastic step to measure the growth when I'm having more symptoms. Maybe there will be another surgery to take a look. I don't know. Or maybe a different type of imaging. I'm not sure. But that's where we're at. And I feel very blessed. But it's also a little frustrating because we've had this conversation before. I do like to know what's going on. I would like to know, does it look like 2 years, 4 years, 8 months? Well, the doctor was pretty sure I was going to be here after 6 months after the other, that we've got 4 more months to go. I'll still be here. I will still be here. I agree that I'm not going anywhere right now. We weren't sure after the surgery, but as the trend is moving forward, it looks that way. So until that time, I am here to help other people. But if you could help me and hit the like button and the subscribe button, I would really appreciate it, because that helps me reach more people as the YouTube gods allow. The more activity I get, the better things are. I'm going to start posting a little more on the community page as well. So if you want to go over there and interact there, that would be great. I wouldn't mind doing a live broadcast. It's a little intimidating, and I don't know that I have the right software for that, but I would be willing to try it. I may not make an announcement because I'm just going to want to first see if it actually works. I'm so old and lame. Anyway, definitely not a software techie. I do have the mailbag, though. What do the young people call that? Mailbag? The email bag? The email folder? The Q&A. All right, so the first one is from Emma Bakes Cakes. I like her already. I have a question. Why are you advised to have a low fiber diet? I'd find it so hard to not eat vegetables. Take care, and as always, I look forward to your next video. Well, thank you, Emma, who bakes cakes. Now I can't help but think of food. Okay, well, that is a really good question, actually, because it goes kind of against the grain of the usual rule that fiber pushes things through. And that would make sense if you want to push things through, high fiber, right? And water soluble and all that stuff. That's a good thing that keeps you going, makes you move your bowels. Except when you have ovarian cancer. The issue with me personally is that I have a lot of tumors around the bowel. Most of my tumors are on the bowel and colon. So eventually, my doctor in Vermont told me that this particular cancer usually takes you out one of two ways. One of them is just wasting disease, you lose a lot of weight, just stop eating, and you're in hospice. The other way is a bowel obstruction, which would come on rather suddenly. The bowel obstruction, when you eat fiber and it pushes it through, is a little different than a bowel obstruction with ovarian cancer, because if you have tumors on the outside of the colon or the large intestine, and those tumors begin to grow, they end up pushing inward. And you're going to want to have diarrhea at that point, because you're going to want things to move forward. If I have high fiber and it's a hard little ball, it wants to get through easily like fiber does, but the tunnel is too narrow now and I could get stuck. So we want my stools to be soft as possible without going over the edge of diarrhea. That's why when I was first told this, and here, low fiber diet, Miralax, stool softeners, it took such a long time to regulate that. And even sometimes now, I will have either had too much of one thing, and I try not to do the Miralax and the stool softener on the same day, but sometimes if I'm a little constipated because of what I ate, I'm more mindful about the fiber that I do have. I don't have a problem letting go of some of the vegetables in my life. I am allowed to have de-seeded, de-skinned tomato, same with cucumber, and some shredded lettuce. So it's not like I can't have a salad, but I do have to make sure that I have chewed it very well. Now, while Neon's here, they are making a something for us weekly so that they chip in with the cooking, because they're 15 and they're actually not bad at all in the kitchen. So this week, and we're going to have it tonight, they made a gazpacho, which is blended vegetable soup that's chilled. I've never had it before, but it's almost already pre-digested, so that would be low enough fiber for me to get a vegetable in. Now, so there's always a way around. There's a workaround. The other thing is, if it's a vegetable I'm not crazy about, I'll go, yeah, live it up. Don't, make as much as you want. I'm not going to have any. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't have any of that. Now, the problem I have is corn, because, that's very high fiber. And everything on the shelf has corn in it, so, or corn syrup, but that doesn't really play into the low fiber thing. That just plays into bad things all the way around. So I would love to have more corn. I would love to have popcorn. There are definitely things that I'm going to miss more every month. Go to the movies and not get popcorn. It's hard. I've done it and I will do it, but on occasion, just want to get like a kiddie size portion. Picking my battles, and have lost 5 pounds, by the way, in the last 2 weeks. Weigh-in day is on Sunday again, and I guess there's some things I haven't really counted as closely as others, but definitely on lower than 80 carbs a day, and watching portion sizes. And Chris and Neon are also doing very well. So that's going very well so far. The summer of nutrition. And so we've really enjoyed having Neon here so far for the summer. We've gone to game night at the library in Lidditz, PA. We have, gone to a few places, and we've been making some memories. And I really like that. And I think Neon's having a very good time, actually. So I do have another question. Emma, I hope that helped. And I'm going to go on to this other question, but I don't actually have a name, so sorry about that. But a subscriber with cancer said she has a very unsupportive family, and maybe even unsupportive when it comes to the cancer, but she also would like to go into the MAID program and hasten her life when the time comes close. So they're very unsupportive of the program, and she'd like to know how to resolve that. That's a tough one. I mean, I'm sure everybody has some advice here, and if you do, just chime in the comments below. That would be great. I'm sure this person would appreciate it. I feel that something like that really takes a long time to sink in. I would also need to know, if I was to make a judgment call on what to do, how far away was the diagnosis announcement and the MAID announcement? Because if you go real close together, it's a lot to digest. It's hard enough to tell people you have cancer, and you're going to get all kinds of mixed reviews there. I would hope that she was supported when they found out she had cancer. I would also hope that she didn't go right to the MAID as the choice, and at least tried some kind of treatment or surgery or whatever was available to her. I mean, I didn't just come out of the gate and go, okay, well, it's over. I mean, you put in your dues, you do everything you can, and then you make this decision, but you make it on your own. It's really hard to get that support. I would hope that in most cases, it's just a matter of just wait, let it all sink in, let the dust settle, and bring it up again. And you might find the reactions a little different. They may not shy away from it. They may be willing to talk about it. Families need to talk. Even if they're dead set against it, don't just ignore what a loved one has to say. That should never happen. So my heart goes out to you, but I think the best way is to continue to talk about it. Don't shy away. Let that sink in with them. And then if you have to, just say, can you tell me why you're not supportive of this? Can you tell me what your views are? Maybe we need to all sit around on the couch and sort of break bread and discuss feelings. Emotions are so hard, and some people just can't deal with loss in general. When someone announces they have cancer, some people just go, oh, you'll be fine. You'll just get chemo, you'll be fine. Well, that's not always the case, is it? So when it comes down to it, when they find out you're not going to be fine, then they have to deal with the loss. Then they can't be in denial anymore. And now it's a matter of the reality. It's reality. It's not easy. But we take one step at a time. Deal with life one day at a time. Doesn't mean you don't look forward. And it doesn't mean you don't make plans. That's just dumb. But try doing more living for today. If I was to just sit there and dwell on tomorrow too much, and when you have cancer, when especially a newly diagnosed, or the news or bad news along the way, it's hard not to obsess with those thoughts. It's hard not to lay in bed and stare at the ceiling. But life is going to go on for as long as it's going to go on. And we have other business to take care of. And that includes talking to our loved ones, letting them know what our wishes were. I just hope that this person didn't regret telling her family what she wanted. I'm crossing both my fingers, all my fingers for you, all my fingers. Yeah, okay, there you go. And there, and my toes, then no, don't count on the toes, that you will get the support that you deserve. Okay. Enough of that. Let's see. Do I have anything else in my notes? I do not. I will say that if you ask me more questions, I will definitely answer them. And it's probably one of my favorite segments now. So there will be more to come. So until then, I will see you in a few days. And I want you to feel blessed because you're blessed. And we'll talk soon. Bye.